What's going on, beautiful people? It's your boy here, Wesley from A Connection TV here on YouTube, the one place on the World Wide Web where we actually adopt similar connections despite our differences. And welcome to my channel. If I look a little rough, I've been a little under the weather. It's kind of like leaving my system, so I'm kind of like, getting back to the speed of it all. My body usually doesn't stay down too long, but I'm one of those guys that hate when I get sick. So excuse the furry face, excuse the dry eye, excuse all of that, right? I had to work yesterday. I worked tonight. So, right now we are working on a reality show, which is a crossbreed, if you will, of an indie, Amazing Race, Big Brother, and challenge kind of ordeal. So it's been interesting, to say the least. Yesterday we were out in the cold and they were doing an elimination or a challenge out in the cold. So yeah, hopefully we can get through it all. And hopefully it is an amazing show. All right. It takes a lot to do these things on an indie level, but if you guys are interested in stuff like that, hence the reason why I'm doing this review, and I love the challenge and I love Big Brother, I'm just letting you guys know that we're working on something very similar, right? And it's going to be on the network, watchactv.com. But anyways, outside of that and my regular gigs, I'm trying to keep the videos up to par or consistent. It's just been a lot going on. So I've been trying to figure out a way to find sleep, put that sleep balance in. But anyways, enough about me. If it's your first time seeing me, definitely follow me on my social media, A Connection TV on Twitter and Instagram. And also subscribe to this YouTube channel, which is free to do. And like this video, which is free to do. And leave a comment, which is free to do. It's all about engagement, baby. What? So this particular season 38, episode 14, entitled Terrorist of Love. And right away we see Nani ecstatic because she just eliminated Mariah. She is hop skipping back into the house with Amber like they are besties. And I'm like, okay, barf me a river. And then we get Fessy talking to his team about how he handpicked all of the women, about how he's ecstatic that, his team is still very stacked and still put together, and how, it is what it is in losing Mariah. They were together, but now they're not together anymore. You know how Fessy is. He's a douche. Then we get this clip of Nani saying that I love that we have 3 guys who will give their all on a girl's day. And so I'm going to give my all on a guy's day. I don't want you guys to leave. I don't want you guys to go home at all. Then they toast to Mariah. And right after that, Horatio gets Olivia some flowers because it's her birthday. And I'm like, aw. And in my mind, I'm like, did they ever smash? Or did they ever do oral on each other? Just very curious, right? Because both Olivia and Horatio are 2 beautiful human beings. But then again, Horatio was fawning over Laurel. And Laurel looks nothing like Olivia. Then again, Horatio can really be into everything and everybody. All body types, all age types, all facial challenge types. Everybody. So they go to this beach / a restaurant / not really a beach / but there's a small area of water / where y'all can hang out / lake / kind of a thing. I don't know where they were or what was going on here, but of course they're chilling, they're chillaxing, and Tori has to bring up Jordan. And she brings up Jordan to Anissa and she asks the burning question that everyone, not really, everyone, no, still not really, only her wants to know. And that is, do you think Jordan would ever say my name if, the shoe was on the other foot? And Anissa's like, no, 100% no. He would never. What are we talking about? All the while, Jordan is in his post-confessional talking about, yeah, I'm no longer with her. I have to distance myself from her. And it is what it is. I don't have to care about her anymore. And I'm like, okay, Anissa, you really know you're ride or die. But we'll never know, will we? What do you guys think? Leave your comments below. Do you think that Jordan would ever say Tori's name? The very next day, we are on to the challenge, or that night, we are on to the challenge, whichever one comes first. They are in Buenos Aires, and they are going to board, or going atop the tallest building, or one of the tallest buildings in Buenos Aires. They did a challenge on this building before Chauncey got through it, but as they're climbing up, Chauncey's like, oh, hell no. Chauncey is 24, by the way. I wouldn't have gathered that. Chauncey is giving 27, 28. Chauncey? Child, yeah, that OnlyFans. Child, bone, honey. But he's climbing up the building and he's automatically like, nah, I'm good. Like, he's like, nah, I'm not doing that. You can see him in the corner like, nah, I'm not doing that. Everybody's in front of him and he's like, shit, I ain't doing that. And so this particular challenge is called It Takes Two to Tango. And in my mind, I'm like, all right, this is going to be cool. A little 1, 2, 3 step or whatever. I'm thinking that so many people are going to fall. Fessy and Tori are up first. And of course, Fessy has to make a comment that him and Tori used to dance the tango in their bed in Florida in that hotel room where they met each other or thought or knew each other was in the city or whatever they did and just so haphazardly, accidentally bump into each other. And when they bump into each other, one thing fit into something else. Yeah, that's called dancing the tango. And they did it. You know, Fessy has to be messy. And Tori's like, I knew you were going to talk about when we fucked. But anyways, they make it through. And I'm like, okay, come on through. You know, Fessy is 6'5" and looks like that. So, you know, it's kind of difficult to get 6'5" of that across the beam. But yeah, Tori's guiding him through. And, you know, Fessy makes it. Then we get to Chauncey and Anissa, and Chauncey's like, nope, I'm not doing this. Anissa's like, come on, bro. Like, help us out. Come on, you can do it. Chauncey's like, nah, I'm not doing this. TJ is like, well, you did the last time. Yeah. Chauncey's like, nah, I'm not doing this. I don't care what y'all say, I'm not doing it. So Chauncey DQs himself. Jordan and Nany go through. They make it. Amber and Devin go through. And they make it. Johnny and Olivia goes through, and they make it. Horacio and Nany goes through. Nany's going twice, and they make it. And at this point, I'm like, go Nany. Nany did not quit. She did not DQ. She did not fall. She made it through with two different people. And so the common denominator is Nany. So shout out to Nany. You did your big one. Fessy and Casey goes. Fessy's going twice. They make it. And again, even though I can't stand him, shout out to Fessy. You did your big one. The common denominator between you and Tori and you and Casey is you. So shout out. Fessy did his big one. Fessy and Casey win, and you automatically know that this dude is thinking that his junk is like 15 inches compared to everybody else. He's like, yeah, let's go, boy. Let's go, boy. Yeah, let's go. You know he's feeling like a king, but that crown is too big for his head, or the head is too big for the crown. Whichever way you look at it. Fessy is like, ugh. So we get to interrogation. And of course, Tori's like, well, I want to know if Jordan's going to ever say my name. That's what I want to know. And I'm like, ciao. What? Ciao, bye. Like, nobody cares but you, Tori. Like, what are we doing here? Like, get some balls. Grow some balls. Grow up hair. Like, you know, how long are you going to be fawning over this dude? Like, he is not fawning over you. If there's anything that I've learned, it's definitely that with dealing with other individuals. If they're not fawning over you, you need to pay it. Pay it. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Like, you know what I'm saying? If people don't call you, people don't text you, people don't reach out to you, if people don't make you a part of their schedule, if people are not like grabbing onto you to make you feel like any remote of kind of like special in any way, then pay them. Pay it. Like, what are we talking about here? Jordan paid her the whole season, and she's over here crying and boo-hooing. Fessy says the most irritating thing ever I've heard come out of his mouth. And he tells Horacio, I can see me in you. What? I can see a little of me and you, you know, when I was a rookie. What? First of all, never. Okay, Horacio is grade A maturity at its best for a young man of his age, or a young man, period. Fessy could never compare himself to Horacio. Horacio looks better. Horacio is a better human being. Horacio knows how to treat women. Horacio is just an overall good dude, competitor. Horacio doesn't make anybody feel like crap or doesn't think that his crap doesn't stink. What are we talking about here? What are we talking about here? Never. I'm like, if I was Horacio, I would have been offended. Like, what? What are you talking about? If I was Horacio, I would have looked him up and down like, that would have been me. What are we talking about here? Jordan just comes in and says, yo, Fessy, say my name. It is what it is, bro. Let's go. Like, it is what it is. And then, of course, Tori has to go into this huge crying, like, thing or about Jordan and how she's just like, oh my God, like, what? Oh my God. And she got wiping her face and Casey's holding her. I'm like, child, bye. Can we get like Devin? Can we be like Devin and just run shit? Like, Devin comes in and he runs it. Like, what are we talking about? He runs it. And he's like, all right, love y'all, bye. Like, Devin is just a G. Jordan has a heart-to-heart with Horatio, and he tells Horatio that this is no place for love. They talk about the whole Tori thing. Horatio and Jordan are friends. We would never have known that. We would never have known that if they never said it. Like, we would never have known that. I'll say it again. We would never have known that. What are the editors doing? How do we miss this? Oh, because they had other concerns in the storyline, I guess. We get to the end of all ends, and at the end of the day, it was a tight race. Jordan win, Horatio win. Jordan win, Horatio win. Jordan bombs, Horatio wins. Like, and just what it is what it is. Horatio did a good thing, he did his big one, and Jordan did his big one. It was what it was. Horatio walked away with a busted lip, and Jordan had to walk away out of the game. They go out of the game, but then of course, you know, TJ brings all the players back, and it is what it is. We have, now mind you, I was seething and hoping that all three of them had to go home. I love Anissa, but I don't see Anissa winning. I just want her to win something, and that's it. But I just don't see Anissa winning. I damn for sure don't want Casey back in the game, and I damn for sure don't want, Fessy back in the game. But it is what it is. I thought all three of them were going home, and I was content. But of course, we knew that they weren't because the pairs were coming back. And so the pairs come back, and Mariah getting back with Fessy was just the most awkwardest of awkward ever, in all caps. They have to roll these barrels up these hills and stay on top of the hills. I'm trying to figure out why no one is wiping off the ramp. Is that like a rule? You can't pull the barrel down and wipe the ramp off, dust off the snow off your feet before you get back on the ramp and go up? I'm so confused why nobody is doing this. Anyway, Fessy and Mariah wins. Whoop-de-doo. Okay. If between the two left, I want Anissa and Jordan to come back. But I don't know. What's going to happen here? Now they have to do the rope challenge. And you know Anissa's big ass is going to be going up and down this thing. You really think she's going to be going up and down that thing? Anyway, leave your comments below. Let me know what you thought about this particular review. Also, do you think that Casey and Kenny are going home, or Anissa and Jordan? Leave your comments below. Let me know. Deuces.